Just like the bears, I've been in a bit of a hibernation era these past few months, not because of a conscious choice I made, but because mostly I felt really blah and neutral about life. It feels like time has just been passing, and I've been watching it pass. But before I get too into it, I do want to say that I tried my hardest to start the year off diving headfirst into goal and manifestation work. I really wanted to get into acting. Weird pivot, I know, but I think you should try to do as many side quests as you can. So I joined groups on Facebook and got accepted into a student film in London. So Mike and I did a really quick trip down to London earlier this year, and he ended up getting roped into being an extra as well. Even with his weird food poisoning, he was such a trooper for that. It was gorgeous, and I understand why people liked traveling to London now. It feels more like a city comprised of suburbia, smaller but so vast, and I loved the cute tube and the Victoria Albert Museum. And from this experience, I learned that I need to live at least 3 lives in my lifetime because acting was so fun. I really zoned in on being present and loved the atmosphere of bringing a story to life. But after this trip, there weren't many other opportunities for me to travel or castings to try out for, so I'm keeping this on the back burner. Maybe I'll get back into it someday, but I really felt like this wasn't the time for me to pursue it. After all of this, I kind of fell into a routine of hanging out with Mike on the weekends and making food for Ian on his work days. In between all of this, my ADD brain took over and my concept of time stopped and sped up all at the same time. I've now come to realize, with the help of chat, my doctor and therapist, that I wasn't depressed, but in a constant low stress ADHD burnout mode. My brain never stops, and there's so many things I want to plan and do, but I end up doing nothing. And the constant cycle of shame from this and understimulation was just really hard for me to mentally cope with. So having no purpose other than cleaning and cooking also added to this feeling of understimulation, which sent me down the rabbit hole of futuristic thinking with children and family and how I'd like to structure my life so that I wouldn't go crazy if Mike and I had kids, because I truly felt like I was going crazy. But even with all of this, I really enjoyed building a routine of walking to the store, going on walks to visit the sheep, and watching movies with Mike. So it's kind of funny. It feels like we're living our life backwards, like we've retired first and we'll spend the last part of our lives working, but we're so ready to get out and work jobs that make us feel fulfilled. See if I can sit down and do this. This is so impromptu, and it's the sun is going down, so I don't think this is gonna look much better. Jeez, I'm in my natural state, but I don't know. I just had this feeling of, when you're trying to do something and you just get sick of yourself putting it off. So I decided I'm sick of it. I'm doing it. It's been a few months since I've done a vlog, and it's been really hard for me to come back to YouTube doing a vlog and wanting to get on camera and talk in general, just because it's just been hard. Like, there's nothing going on, essentially. And I've been sitting for the past few months thinking about why I feel the way I feel, and there's a few reasons why I feel so, flat. Just nothing, And I think the past few years, it's always been springtime when we have some big life transition happening, or the past 2 years it's been visas, this is usually the time we would have to figure out our visas, and the anxiety of it all, trying to figure out if we're going to get our visas in time to move to the next place. And so I think naturally this time of year comes around, and I just have anxiety because I never know what's happening next. And we've been dealing with that for the past few years. So it's I'm kind of used to it, but it still is hard when there's nothing happening, right? Usually we would have kind of this go, go, go kind of thing going on where it's I'm so busy that while I feel the stress of trying to get visa things figured out, it's time flies so quickly. And because I'm here just waiting for Mike to come back each week, and my days are just me making dinner for Ian, cleaning the house, going on grocery shopping runs, nothing's going on, And so I talked to my mom, and I'm I'm not doing anything other than housewife stuff. And it's so funny because I used to think I really wanted this life, and maybe it would be different if it was like I'm doing this and then going to see girlfriends, going to a Pilates class. Like maybe it would feel better, but as of right now, it feels just so like there's nothing fulfilling going on. And I used to vlog a lot more to give myself something to do, but I just can't hide the fact that there's like nothing going on that I want to vlog. So like that's just been a weird feeling of like I'm just waiting for time to pass, waiting for Mike to be done with this era of his life so we can kind of move on. And it almost feels like I'm waiting for him to be done so that I can start my life, if that makes sense. And so like Mike and I joke, it's like Tangled, where she's like, when will my life begin? And that's kind of how it's been feeling. But also I stop every once in a while and think like how grateful I am to just be able to sit here and have this time to just look up recipes and things I want to make, and how slow it is. Like I'm living a very slow life essentially. And so sometimes I like it, sometimes I'm done with it. And yeah, so it is what it is. Like I rarely get ready anymore. Like my bangs are just usually way curlier and crazier, and I've been living like this. I don't know. So I think a second reason I've been struggling with wanting to come back and vlog is because trichotillomania has been really hard on me. I haven't had lashes since January. Like, yeah, I pulled them out in January in California. And the thing is, like, I never truly know what my triggers are of like when I have these horrible pulling episodes. I suspect that it's just like maybe it's a few moments that build up over a few weeks. And usually I feel like the last straw that I've noticed in the past 20 years doing this is that it's when I go against something that I want to do, or like it's like a people pleasing thing. Like maybe something happens where it's like, oh, I don't want to go do this thing, but I feel like I need to save face or to make this other person feel good, or yada yada. And but it's like so small, but I think it just builds up. You know what I'm saying? So like when I get those crazy OCD triggers, in the moment, it's like nothing's happening that would make me want to, and I never want to, and that's why it's such a hard thing to deal with, because I never want to do it. I know how I'm going to feel afterwards. I'm going to feel really ugly and ashamed, and I never like how I look after, but it's so hard. And then now sometimes I have the cycle, which isn't super often, but when I do have it, it's just like the worst. And it's when they're growing back. And then my trigger is like, I like when everything is uniform. So like my nails, like everything, like if one nail breaks, the rest of my nails have to be clipped really short as well, so that they all grow out even in like the same length. So it's the same with like lashes, where if like one side, if there's like some that are gone, the other eye has to be the same. And then it's just the snowball effect of like, they have to be even. So it's almost like the relief of having them even happens, you know, where it's like, okay, at least it's like they're all the same length now, which is nothing, and then they're gonna grow back all even, if that makes sense. So it's such a vicious cycle, and I don't usually get this bad, but I think, I don't know what to think about it. It just is what it is, and that's why it's been hard for me to come back to YouTube, because there's just, usually when it happens, I don't want to show my face. Like, I don't want people to look at me. I don't want to interact with people, because I'm so like, I've just dealt with it my whole life, and it isn't always this bad. So when it is bad, I'm just like, okay, no one look at me until they come back. Like, that's how it feels. And yeah, it just is what it is. But lately I've just been like, you know what? You can't just like wait for them to grow back and hide your face forever when you know you want to do YouTube and vlog, and it's gonna be what it is. And so there's gonna be times when I'm gonna pop up and just not have lashes because of it. So it's super annoying, and I think I could have a pity party about it over and over again. But like, I think knowing what it is also really helps, because I didn't even know what trichotillomania was until I was in college. I just thought I was a weirdo. Like, I just was like, why can't I not do this thing that I don't want to do, you know? And a lot of people are like, oh, just go to a therapist, do cognitive behavioral therapy, which is what they usually do for trichotillomania, as what Google told me. Anyway, Google said that. I'm like, I don't really know what that is, but it's frustrating because I just haven't had health insurance in years, or like I have traveler's insurance and I've been living in these countries and like I don't have a good grasp on how to find a therapist, but I also know that you have to find one that's English speaking, and I'm only going to be here for a few months more by the time like I settle in and think about it. And so it hasn't worked out, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. So like between that and then like ADHD spiral, like time has passed and I don't even know what I've been doing. And so I think those are like the main things that I think about on the daily when I'm thinking, why am I not talking to YouTube more, talking to you guys, updating you on what's been going on? But truthfully, like so much of what goes on is just so in my head, I can't fully process or explain as it's happening. And I can really sit down and like think, well, what just happened this past month? The ADHD spiral. And so anyway, not to say that I'm back, but there's just things that Mike and I are gearing up for where it feels like, oh, something's actually happening and I can talk about it. So I really just wanted to take a week off originally after I posted my last video, but even posting my California vlog was so hard to get to. Like I was dragging my feet with editing that one, even though I was so happy to look back at the footage. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it just kind of is what it is. I don't know what else to say about it. Other than that, I've kind of just been trying to get my health, like looking at my New Year's goals, and I talked about this in my last video, but I'm still thinking about them. It's like one of the bigger things I'm working on is my health. As far as like losing the last bit of weight that I put on, I don't own a scale, so I don't really know how close I am to that goal. I don't know if I've gone up or down. I've been a lot more stagnant. Like there's been times when I eat one meal a day because of OMAD or fasting, and then I won't walk as much with the weather. And I know that's very like, so California of me to say like, everyone here is like, oh, there's no such thing as bad weather, it's just clothes. But as a Californian, I will say no, there's a lot of bad weather days, and I don't want to go outside and walk and do stuff when the wind is blowing the rain sideways, you know? So I haven't really been walking as much as I want to, but I'm hoping that when Mike comes back, we can go on more hikes, because I had no idea that there are so many hikes in this area. And so I'm like, okay, let's just plan some things and go do something. So I think that would be fun. So we have a friend coming next week, and yeah, so maybe I'll show what we get up to then in this area. So Mike is coming back tonight, which I'm really happy about because I don't sleep well when he's not here. And so yeah, I'm excited to see Mike. Our friend from Germany came to visit us for a weekend, and it was really fun to catch up and take her to our favorite places in our area and explore new places together. We went to York for the day. And it was the most beautiful sunny day, so it just felt like the biggest cherry on top to have that while walking around, because coffee chats in the sun fix everything. So I felt better just being able to connect with a friend and laugh over how freaking American we were, because there was one day when we woke up and I made pancakes, and then I made crumble styled cookies, like with frosting on top, that we ate for lunch. And then we ate hamburgers for dinner. And after all of it, I looked over and said, OMG, Merle, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you diabetes today, but it just kind of happened without me thinking, because I was trying to showcase all of our favorite foods from the US and give her like a taste of America, but that was just way too much. So yeah, it was just fun. We've really been enjoying springtime here as well. The Inland Empire of California, where we're from, is so brown, so I will always really appreciate how green it is here.
Welcome to England, my friends. Today, we're in York. Today we are here in an old cathedral. The ruins are still remaining, and whatever you want to see, there is in York. If you want to go to the riverside, you can find in the south of this building. If you want to get some food, some Thai food, as we want to do, you go more to the west side of this whole thing. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, you may or may not ask me after this tour. Thank you. Vamos, follow me.
I'm laughing. I've never had such a reaction. I want to scream when I do this.
Take whatever you want. Marle's gonna try the most American cookie I think I've ever made. It's the pink frosting sugar cookies from Crumble, but no pink frosting.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you?
Dude, I feel like Dude, I think I just ate a whole spoon of sugar. And it tastes like, it has this almondy taste, but also I feel like underneath the spoon of sugar there's a lot of butter. So it's butter and sugar.
True.
And a sprinkle of almond taste.
True.
I'm gonna have another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Mike, did you try it yet?
No, I cannot. It's gonna be so sweet.
It's interesting. It's butter, sugar,
You have to
and
try the
almonds.
middle though. The middle is the softest
No,
part.
I can't. I'm hard. Wow, that's just like a crumble cookie.
Ooh.
Good job, babe.
Thank you.